Oh my God, I gotta make this a quick video. I'm on my break at work, okay? I'm on my break at work. I gotta make this a quick video. Like, I can cry for real. I'm on my break. I'm at work now. I'm gonna make my hat, you know, straight for the camera. But when I get back to work, I'm gonna tilt to the side. Baby, I got the job. I got the job. Oh my God. Can y'all tell me congratulations? Like, I got the job. I just got off the phone. I just text my mama while I'm on the phone with them. She's like, I knew you were gonna get it. I felt it in my spirit. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I knew I had this job. I knew I had this job. And it's like, if I didn't get this job, I don't know. I can't tell you. Oh my God. I want to do an official video, but this is just my like initial reaction. Oh my God. Let me put my phone down. This is just like my initial reaction. I'm on the phone like, oh my God, I can cry. Okay, so I'm gonna make it brief, but I'm gonna do a full video. They just sent me my offer letter. Okay. No, I'm not gonna calm down because I'm excited. I took my test 2-2, which was Sunday. 2-2. Today is 2-10. I took my test 2-2. Oh my God, I got the job. I took my test 2-2. Sunday 2-2-25. Now my Carnival Cruise sent me email. Maybe I need to book me a trip to celebrate, but they email me every day, so I ain't even gonna take it as that. But oh my God, I took my test 2-2, which is a Sunday. That following Monday, I was working on my resume. I completed my resume. I like redid it. That morning, I was watching videos on resumes. I was at work talking to ChatGPT, make me a resume, add this, and that. Sunday night on 2-2, I passed my NHA exam. ChatGPT like, oh my God, Deja, congratulations. I'm at work. I did 39 applications at work. When I got home, I did like 11 more. In that same day, 2 people hit me back up, that like not even an hour later. It was the place I just got hired at. Oh my God. It was the place I just got hired at. And it was another place that I actually had an interview with on Friday. Baby, I got another interview today at Baby, I got an interview at 2 o'clock. Baby, I'm not taking that interview. On Monday, I did my applications, and then 2 people messaged me back, like not even an hour later. And then they was like, hey, I want to set up a phone interview with you. Okay, cool. So the one I got hired with, they asked me for a phone interview. I say, I'm free anytime in the morning. You got any availability tomorrow? I got that phone interview that morning. I thought it was at 9:55, but it was at 9:30. So baby, I'm writing on my note cards, all the questions. Cause like maybe I told you on my other video, I'm not that good at interviews. Cause if I have in that morning, I'll have my headphones in, I'm talking to God, I'm listening to my music, I'm praying. I'm like, God, no cards, ChatGPT. Tell me about yourself. Hi, they writing it for me. I'm writing down on no card. I'm thinking my appointment is at 9:55. It's at 9:30. My phone wrong. I'm not gonna answer this because she called us. I went to my email quick. It said 9:30. I said hello before that last ring came. Boom, boom, bam. So I did that interview. And she's like, okay, I'm gonna tell you about us. I'm gonna ask you some questions about me. Every question that I was searching on YouTube, TikTok, and ChatGPT, they asked me. They asked me, and I was ready. I'm telling them, I'm ready. She don't sound like no robot. She's like, what you gonna say? She said, no, you sound like a robot. I said, girl, I know what I'm gonna say. When they ask, I'll make it flow, this and that. So, whatever. So after that, she was like, I would love to schedule a time with you. I can't think right now, y'all. I would love to schedule a time for you to come in to meet the teams, to meet the doctors, to get a tour. I'm like, is this gonna be another interview or is this just meeting everybody? You know what I'm saying? She's like, I'll even bring in another medical assistant and you can see their day-to-day, you know, activity. Oh my God. I gotta text my baby. I'm going to include a screenshot of me and my son because I was at work on Friday and My mama picked him up from school because he thought I was gonna pick him up because I thought I was gonna pick him up, but I realized I found out I had to work that night, so I couldn't pick him up. So he was expecting me to pick him up, and I'm like, I can't. He kept calling me. I'm like, I can't answer. I'm at work. He's like, did you get the job? Girl, yeah, I'ma just answer. I'm inserted right here so y'all can see.
Are you in an interview or you got the job? Yes, but did you get the job? You too, but I'm gonna be happy, but did you make the job?
Yeah, that's my son. He carried out his mama. I thought that was another email. Okay, so she was like, so yeah, you'll meet the team. They'll want to get to meet you at like another interview. Then we'll, you know, give you a tour or whatever. So I'll see what my schedule is like to bring you in next week. I'm like, okay. Baby, she emailed me within like 45 minutes. Said, hey, Deja, do you have any availability to come in tomorrow or 2:13 at 10 a.m. in the morning? I said, I come in tomorrow because, baby, it's, I think, the 5th, whatever day Thursday was. It's Thursday. You want me to come in that day? You think I'm gonna wait till the 2:13 and somebody else can be coming in? No, I'm gonna come in tomorrow. I'm going to come in tomorrow. Okay, go home. I'm gonna go over my questions again. Whatever. Did not do that. So they were supposed to cancel work because it was a bad ice storm, but they did not cancel. So I came to work. I got my music in my ears. I'm praying. I'm like, God, I ask you, you know, that you, if this job is meant for me, it is meant for me. You know what I'm saying? This woman said that she want to bring me in next week to meet the team, but yeah, she's asking me next week for an interview. She gonna look at her schedule, but then she said, I want you to come in if you got availability tomorrow. Baby, I put tomorrow. So I'm like, God, I ask you that that you let my words flow through this interview. You know, my interview skills might not be, you know, as good, but God, I ask you that you speak through my words, that you allow every word to form, that it can be a better, complete synthesis. I might not know exactly what I am going to say, but God, I ask you to let it flow, let it be meaningful, and let it come from the heart. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I'm not that good at interviews. I be milking my way in. So my interview was at 1:50. I went home, changed my clothes, went over my note cards. I'm listening to music all day. I'm just praising him because I'm thanking him. You don't need no externship because people be acting like you really need an externship to be hired. You don't. And they must really need it in May because they hit me up not even an hour later, and then they asked me to come in for an interview the following day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it must be a real need. So basically, before I go into the interview, because I'm gonna get into that, the department is oncology. Now I'm gonna rewind a little bit. The department is oncology. Oncology is cancer. So as you know, before I did go on a pediatrics interview. You know, my sister like, don't do it. But when I'm up in there, the kids yelling, so I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it. So that's when I realized I don't want to do it. So the day before my interview, which was that Wednesday, I'm looking up day in the lives of a medical assistant. And I'm watching all kind of videos. One video I came across, she's like, y'all, I'm just ready to go home. Like, I'm irritated. I'm ready to go home. I'm like, I get it, because everybody be stressed out at their jobs. Like, I don't want to wake up like that every single day, because a lot of us already do that. Like, I don't want to go here. Like, I want to go somewhere where I gotta get up. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be getting this job, be excited, then 3 months down the line, like, oh my God, I'm sick of this college. But mind you, before I even passed my test, I told myself, I said, I want to work in, I think maybe like, first of all, I've never thought about even working in this department. But then I'm like, I was trying to narrow it down, like where I want to work, maybe OBGYN or, you know, cancer. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me do it for my auntie. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. It's going to be sad. Wednesday, I'm like, I kind of want to work for, you know, oncology. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, I kind of want to do it because why do I want to do it? Because I just watched this. No, it was Thursday of my interview. It was a Thursday morning before my interview. I said I want to work in oncology because I'm thinking about from on Wednesday when I was listening to the girl doing a day in the life and she was tired. I said, I don't want to wake up like that. I don't want to wake up like that every single day. Let me wake up every single day. I want to do oncology. God, you are so good. I'm telling y'all, if it wasn't for this Daniel fast, I'm at work, so I'm not going, you know what I'm saying? But I guarantee if it was not for this Daniel fast, I would not have passed my test. I would not have this job offer. If I did not do that day fast, I would not have this. I want to work on oncology because I want to be able to get up every day. If you know, I like to make a difference in people's lives. Okay, I make wigs, I make people feel good. My friends, whatever, when they gotta talk, they come to me because they know they have somebody venting this morning. They know I'm going to give them, you know, the motherly saying of what I should be saying. I want to be able to get up every single morning and actually make a difference. I don't want to be mad and irritated at work. You know what I'm saying? And people that has cancer, people that has oncology, like they need that strength. Like they get up every day knowing that even though they're fighting, I can be able to say I don't want to get up today because these people are lower than me, weaker than me. But let me be able to get up every day so I don't have to feel how they feel. Meaning if I was going to pediatrics, oh my God, I don't want to do this. Let me have the strength to want to get up because I'm helping people that need the actual help. They don't have all the strength. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I want to work in oncology. And that's where I'm working. Like, am I doing it for my auntie? Am I doing it for my grandma? I don't know, because I honestly, I don't like to think about that. I like to distract my mind because even in school, we learned about, grief. We learned about grief. I'm sorry. We learned about grief. And what I learned was when it was like, I can't read this, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm still dealing with this myself. But it's like I block my mind out with other things so I don't have to deal with it. I'm still dealing with denial. You know what I'm saying? I'm still bargaining. I have not accepted it. Those are forms of grief. I still have not accepted it. You know what I'm saying? Because I try not to think about it. Like, I try not to think about it because I don't want to think about it. It's like they're still here. And I still think about I dreamed about my auntie like 2-3 days ago. She always comes in my dream. Every time she comes in my dream, she's not sick. It's been times when she first passed. We hugged, and it's like I felt it in real life, and I woke up, I was bawling my eyes out. But it was like this time, it was a little different. So it's like she always comes to me in my dreams, and I dream every single night. I dream every single night, and she came to me in my dream 2 nights ago. But it's like, am I doing it for them? I don't know. My grandma, she had it also. And there's some things, I was young, I think I was like 8 maybe. There's some things that I wish I did differently, you know, that night, that I said certain things, you know what I'm saying? Because I felt something like, I want to say this, but I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I should have. So it's like, am I doing it for them? I don't know, but it's like, I just want to wake up every day being happy at work, wanting to make a difference at work, not wanting to be, oh my God, I gotta go to work today. I don't want to do that because now it's like I'm going and these people right here need my help. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Like, I can't go to work. Like, have a good day, I gotta go to work. No, I gotta get up because people like that can't even really get their little tails up because they going through a whole sickness. You know what I'm saying? So, baby, I went on my interview. I'm sitting down, boom. Baby, let me tell y'all, it was 5 people I interviewed in front of. Never in my life have I interviewed in front of 2 people. It's always been 1 person. I've been interviewing in 5 people, but guess what? I said, God, be with me through this interview. Walk me through it. Allow my words to flow. I had my note. They told me to sit down for 1 minute because I went to the front desk. I'm here for someone. I'm here. Who you here to see? So who? They're like, oh, they gave her a nickname. Just happens to be going over my note cards. I'm like, God, you know what I'm saying? I'm praying. One woman had walked past me. She smelled like, she kept on going, but she came back out. It was her who I was actually on the phone with. She's like, the nurses, they're coming down. They're just finishing up. 3 nurses come down. There they go. 1 person already in the room. It's 5 people I'm interviewing in front of. They got my resumes right there. 4 people right here. They're hiring HR manager right here. She like, tell me about yourself. I'm just talking. I'm not saying too much, but I'm saying enough. But before I get there, I'm sitting down waiting for her to come grab me for my interview, Holy Spirit said, tell them that you made wigs, that you make wigs. I'm like, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that because they gonna think that I got too much going on the outside. I'm like, I'm gonna say it. They gonna think I got too much going on the outside that I can't do this. I'm like, right? I am gonna say it. I am gonna say it because it goes 2 to 2. If you know how I got started with wigs, it's on my Iamdejahair channel. I talked about that, but because of my auntie had cancer. And I brought it up, and they felt that to the soul, and I think that's what grabbed them. Because even on my phone interview, she was like, what you like to do for us? I like to read, because I really do like to read. But I said that again. And I was like, also, another thing I do like to do, I also make wigs. When I have free time, I make wigs. I make wigs for cancer patients too, whatever. They felt that. And I even brought that up a little bit after that. Like, they started asking questions. Like, they were just so intrigued with that. I'm like, yeah, I make wigs because I do. Like, even when COVID happened, my doctor, she hooked me up with the cancer center department to talk to that big person over the entire cancer center in that job, to let her know what I do and how I can assist the cancer patients there. Oh my God, I gotta text the group chat and tell them I got the job. And when I say the group chat, I'm talking about the people who I went to school with, the MA school with, them too. Hook me up, so I can talk to the director of whoever's in charge of the entire cancer center, to let them know that I make wigs and I can make wigs for these patients, and they can go through their insurance. They don't have to pay out of pocket. Man, they were so intrigued with that, and I feel like that's kind of what got them. And then it's like, you want to take a tour? I'm like, of course, yes. And they started laughing. We went around the whole thing, and they gave me a tour. I saw it's so nice in there. It's so nice in there. And they was like, you know, it can be some challenging because you might have some patients that you might work with and you're not here this day. Somebody else got to help them. They don't want to work with that person because you're not here. They get attached to you. And I said, that's exactly what I want to do. Like, I want to make a difference in these people's lives. They're already coming in with a challenging diagnosis. I want to be that helping hand. You know what I'm saying? They can make a difference because they already coming in feeling how they feeling. I can do a simple thing that can, you know what I'm saying, make them more comfortable than how they came in. So that's how the interview go out. They gave me the tour, got me home. I texted my mom in the car. I said, I'm done. I said, it went very well. It went very well. This was on Thursday. I knew I wasn't going to hear back from them on Friday. Over the weekend, I'm checking my phone. I'm like, I'm damn work on weekends. I'm like, they better hit me up on Monday or Tuesday with this offer, because I was like, I know I got it. It's like, if I don't got this, like, maybe oncology is too much for me to take. Maybe that's what it is. Y'all, I got the job. And it's only 10 minutes away from me. My job where I'm working right now is only 5 minutes away from me. From here to the hospital is 4 minutes, so it's a total of 9 minutes. I'm still excited, but yeah, like, I got the job and they just called me. And first of all, so I've been debating. I'll make another video about that, but I just been debating if I should go into nursing or ultrasound tech. So I just been debating, like, oh, which one should I go into? Which one should I don't know. So I'm over here, like, I had made up my mind this weekend. I'm going to nursing school. I feel like I got a quick confirmation, but it wasn't a confirmation from God, but it was a confirmation. And even after the interview, I just kept thinking, oh, God, I thank you, God, I thank y'all, God, I thank you. I'm telling y'all, this dating fast has changed my entire life. What that pastor say, this will be the best year of your life. This is the best year of your life spiritually. I took my test on a Sunday, got an interview I got a phone interview on a Tuesday, came in for a in-person interview Thursday, got the job, an actual offer on the phone just now on a Monday. That's God. Like, that's God. And I'm telling y'all, how many applications did I tell y'all I did? I'm telling y'all, I've been obedient. This is even before my daily fast. My daily fast has strengthened everything. I've been so obedient. I've been very obedient. When I tell y'all, my life has been like a full 360, a full 360. And people that know is my mama and my friends. Like, I'm not, without going into it, like, my life has been a full 360. Like, my financial life, I've always been a person that had money. Like, I've always been a person that had money in the bank. Not no 4,000, not no 5,000, money in the bank. You know what I'm saying? My life been a whole 360 where it was like I'm trying to play catch up. I ain't got it. Where I'm working at right now, I'm bringing in over 800, over $800. I'm saying $800 less than what I was bringing in when I was working before. But when I was working at the college, I was bringing home maybe $1,200 to $1,300 more than what I'm bringing in now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm being obedient. I'm still showing up. I'm still giving this job my all, even though this pay is not that good. I still got my outside bills, and God brought me right back up. My sister's like, don't accept no job under $20, but no, it made me work hard. This is my job operates more. My job operates more. So it's like I'm gonna get back up there to, you know, where I was, and it's just for me being obedient. Now on the phone, I'm like, I'm trying to hurry because I gotta go back to work. It's been past my 15-minute break, but I don't care. I care, but I don't care. They ain't checking for me, but they ain't got no managers up in here. They don't check for you. They don't check for you. But to make a long story short, made a decision I'm gonna go for nursing. So for nursing, I had to get a CNA. So I'm on the phone with a college, like, hey, can you tell me about y'all CNA? How much is it for in district, on district? Because my friend already told me they offer free CNA classes if you live in district or whatever. They just offer free. So I'm trying to get the information. God, you are so good. God, I thank you. God, I thank you, and I will never stop thanking you. On the phone with them, I'm like, okay, and can I also get some information regarding sonography? She telling me where to go. It costs this, it costs that. My phone rung and it said, I'm like, I'm gonna answer. I'm like, maybe it's another job that I'm like, I gotta go out there and tell them I need my. It's not a good time right now because I don't get my no card because I can't do my interview without my no card. But she's like, hey, so and so gave me the information. I'm just calling you to give you an official job offer. I said, oh my God, I can cry right now. I'm texting my mama. I got the job. I can say I can put in a screenshot. God, you are good. This is the job. No weekends, 10-hour shifts. I'm off one day out the week, so therefore I can be with my baby one day out the week. Oh my God, but I got the job. It's in oncology. If you know, last night I cleaned up my entire house from top to bottom. When I say I threw stuff out like a lot of papers and stuff like that. As you know, March 15th, I'm studying for my cosmetology test. So it's gonna be an accelerated course, just like my in May, 11 weeks that I just did. But I'm gonna do 15 weeks because it's 4 chapters. There's 32 chapters in that book. It's gonna be 16 weeks. I'm starting March 15th. I'm doing 3 chapters that week, and then after that 2 chapters. I have every date written out along with every chapter that I'm doing. And I already got my book bag packed with all of the quizzes in order of what I'm doing weekly. It's already packed, so when the 15th of March comes, all I gotta do is get my book bag, take out my book, read, and those quizzes that I need for those specific chapters. After that, I'm going back to school because I'm going back to school to finish my credits, so I can go and enroll in sonography or medical assistant. I'm sorry, sonography or nursing. I think I'm gonna stick to ultrasound tech. Like I said, I'm gonna do another video on it, but basically I'm gonna do another video on it. But yes, I got the job. My start date is March 5th. Yeah, March 5th. So that is the end of this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe because I have other things I need to talk about, and I need to give y'all updates. Now, when it comes to, I'm gonna say this real quick before I go. When it comes to Day in My Life, this is not like a like a regular office. So it's gonna be hard to do Day in My Life because it's so much going on. It's a #1 hospital. It's a #1 hospital. They got so much going on. So it don't look like a regular clinic. So I can't, I'm gonna try my best. I'm like inside the room, stuff like that. But it's gonna be different. But make sure y'all follow me because I really want y'all to see my journey. Y'all see me right now. Y'all might know me from my other channel, Iamdejahair, but now you see me as a behind my, like outside of hair, outside of owning, having a salon. You know what I'm saying? Like you're seeing me. You're seeing me through school. You're seeing me what I do outside of school. But I want y'all to follow me so y'all can continue to see my journey as I continue on my education and continue on everything that God has for me. Okay? Because but I'm a vessel of God, okay? And I just want y'all to see my journey and see everything. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, okay? I'm gonna call my mama. I'm gonna call my mama because we need to talk. We need to talk, and I need to finish reading her text messages about telling her saying, I knew you was gonna get it. I felt it in my spirit, but I felt it in my spirit too. Okay, like I just knew it. I was just waiting, like they just gonna wait maybe 2-3 days, but I knew I had it in the bag. I knew I had it in the bag. The only way I was not going to get that job is if God, it just wasn't meant for me in oncology. But like I said, I can interview at 2 o'clock. Let me tell my mama say, cause let me tell what I'm saying, but it's with another job, but I know they go up there, you know what I'm saying? My sister like apply here because they pay. But whatever, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I got a job offer, and this is the beginning. God, you are so good. God, I thank you. God, I thank you. Baby, I'm gonna pray real quick before I head back out here. But I'm gonna call my mama after I pray. Okay. I talked to my granddaddy. So once I did my video, I called my mama. And then we was talking for a minute on the phone. And then we hung up. I went to my messages because I saw mama sent me my messages, but I wanted to like really read it, right? So I clicked on our messages, and that girl sent me a whole that girl sent me a lot of text messages. I'm rereading it. She like, call daddy. So I called my granddaddy. He's like, he's gonna be so happy. Maybe I'll insert the thread that my mama said to me. So I called my granddaddy, right? It was kind of like, she like, call your granddaddy. But she like, call daddy. I wanted to call him, but then it's like, dang, I wish I had another phone where I could record the entire conversation, because so y'all can hear. But we was talking, and I just wound up taking notes. So if you see me looking down and reading something, I'm trying to read and remember what everything that my granddaddy told me, because you know my granddaddy is the love of my life. I always have and will forever be. So I call him, and he like, hello. I'm like, hey. He like, hey, today. He like, my notes. He's like, hey, Daddy, what's going on? He was like, I was just thinking about you. I'm laying here, you know, dozing off, but I was just thinking about you. I just wound up falling back to sleep. I'm like, you was? He was like, yeah, I was just thinking about you. He was like, and I wound up going back to sleep, and you called. What's going on? Like, what's going on with the jobs? You heard anything? Yeah, like, that's why I was calling you. Because I got the job that Mama had already said when I did my interview. Make sure you call him and tell him you got an interview here, because he's going to be so happy. Because, yeah, he's going to be so happy because you're working at this facility. And he was like, did you? So, it was just like I told him, like, yeah, I have an interview, whatever. He's like, how did it go? And I told him, you know, how I think it went. Just gave him an update, and he was just like, what he say? He was like, this is a good position for you. And he was like, even my doctor, he was like, he has an assistant. He's like, she's a nurse, but she's black, and she just so nice and so helpful. Every time she see me, she say, "Hey, Mister," you know what I'm saying? She's just so nice. He was just like, don't do it for the money. He was honestly just confirming everything, basically, because it's like when I call him, I was calling him to tell him the news. But yeah, it's like when I was on the phone with these people, he must have been thinking about me. You know what I'm saying? He must have been thinking about me, and he just been thinking about me the whole entire situation. And then he's like, he was like, understand that money is not everything. He was like, money is not everything. Don't just do it for the money. Work on the job. I said, you want to know something? I said, I got an interview at 2 o'clock. My mama just asked me that same question. She said, if this, because this other place where I applied to, they offer more money. If you get hired here, will you do it? I said, and I said, you know what I told her? He said, what? I said, I told her, no, I would not accept it. I don't care if they're paying more. I will not accept that job, because I was seeing this video, like what I said, of this girl, you know, she was stressed out, whatever. And we all get tired of our jobs, but it's like, I don't want to be like that for this department. And it's like, I'm telling y'all, the day that changed me. I told him, I said, I want to wake up every day being strong and being happy to be somewhere where it's some people that don't feel the same strength that I feel. And I said it's different than just praying, and I want to pray for the ones that has cancer, this and that. No, I want to know and meet some of these people individually and know them by name, so I can pray for them by name. You know what I'm saying? I want to wake up and pray over these individual people that walk in. Of course, I'm gonna still continue praying over everybody that has cancer, but now I want to meet individuals. Now I can make sure that I'm praying for these individual people directly before I get on that job. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just wake up and go to work. I can make more money a year. And that interview, actually, it went well. I don't want to just wake up. I actually want to make a difference. I want this to build me, you know what I'm saying, in a different way. So I would not take that job, even though it does offer more. She told me how much they pay. I'm not going to take it. Because I want to be able to make an impact and be there for the ones that doesn't feel their best. And I actually want to pray, and I want to see miracles happen. So yeah, I'm like, so that's another reason I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it because I actually want to make an impact. And then he said, I think you're making a great choice. He said, I want you to continue. I said, Daddy, I think you're making a great choice. He said, I want you to continue to pray about it. I want you to pray for a peace of mind. I want you to pray over a peace in spirit and a peace in mind. But I think you're doing a wonderful job. You know, I'm so happy for you. He said, I'm going to just leave you at this. Make sure, he said, whatever church, you know, my granddad is a pastor. He's like, what the church, I don't know what organization, church you were part of, and make sure you're paying your tithes. And it was meant for him to say that. It's like, everything that we talked about, it was like he was confirming everything, because like, well, I have not been paying my tithes as I should, but I've always been paying my tithes, but recently I have not, and I've been saying I need to pay my tithes. So it's like he kind of just confirmed it again. He was like, because let me tell you, he was like, years ago, your grandmother used to be paying her tithes, and you know, I was a truck driver making real good money on the road, whatever, but I wasn't paying my tithes, you know, like that. So at the end of the year, this woman came to me. She was like, Mister, your wife been paying her. He's like, I see your wife been paying her tithes, but you ain't been paying your tithes. And he said, after that, I started paying my tithes. I was like, yeah, you're right. You know, I should be paying my tithes. She shouldn't be the only one, you know, paying her tithes. And she was paying a good penny. And he said, once I started paying my tithes, my life has changed drastically. My life has changed drastically after that. And he said also, he was like, my mama, he was like, he was like, I've been working since I was this age. And he was like, my mama used to call me Junior. And she used to always ask me for some money. She wouldn't ask nobody else. She would always ask me because I had money. And I think I get that from my grandfather. Like I said, like I've always been, my granddaddy has always told me, y'all even seen that, or I talked about it, and when my family reunion, if y'all go watch that, I talked about it. He has always told me, you get a nickel, you save a penny. So I have always been the type of person that's very good with savings, whatever. And I think that has something to do with my granddaddy and my mama. So he was like, she had always asked me for money, growing up, and it's like I gave it to her. She didn't really go to none of my other siblings, so it's like whatever she needed, I gave it to her. You know what I'm saying? And I asked her one day, going on further, like I asked her one day, I'm like, Mom, he asked my mom, I said, do you pay tithes? She's like, no, I don't pay no tithes. You need to pay some tithes. And then he kept saying some more stuff, and then he was like, she started paying her, then after that, she started paying her tithes. Sometime after that, she started paying her tithes. And after that, her life has changed too. She no longer, after that, started asking me for money. Mama had money hidden under the rug, had money hidden under the mattress. She had money. She no longer had to ask me. And that comes with make sure you're paying your tithes. So like it was kind of a confirmation from there also, baby, I need to pay my tithes. I need to pay my tithes. And what I'm honestly thinking about doing when I get my, I need to, usually I always pay my tithes, you know what I'm saying? But I haven't been paying my tithes recently. And it's funny that he kind of said that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm about to start getting back on that, paying my tithes. You're supposed to pay your tithes and offering. You're supposed to give your 10% plus the offering. So I am going to get back on that with paying my tithes and offering. On the tithes conversation, he was like, because I hear time, I'm just going to talk about this, like the book of Malachi. The Bible says, and he gave me the scripture, and he gave me the verse, and he actually explained and read the Bible verse of regarding tithes and offering, how I would open up the windows of heaven and like pour you down blessings or something. I don't know it specifically, but I will put it in here. And it's honestly just like Pastor Mike Jr. If you ever listen to his song, he said, God's gonna open the windows of heaven and pour me out a blessing. When I tell y'all, when I open up my salon, I believe that God was going to open up. When I opened up my salon, I knew God was going to open up the windows of heaven and pour me down a blessing. Whatever that he had for me, I was going to get that, and he did just that. You know what I'm saying? So he like that. He's like, I pray for you all the time. I'm gonna continue to pray for you. I'm happy of you. I'm proud of you. Y'all know I'm my granddaddy's favorite granddaughter, and he got a whole lot of, but everybody know I'm my granddaddy's favorite. I remember one time I told my son, I'm like, that's why I'm someone favorite. He like, no, you're not. I am. My mom was on the phone with her, and I'm like, ask him. And then she like, Daddy, I gotta ask you a question. Who would you consider your favorite, Deja or Jay? He said, you know what? I'm actually not gonna answer that. I'm not hurting nobody's feelings. I'm not hurting nobody's feelings. Oh, he's like, they both my favorite. I'm not picking. Daddy, it means so much to me, and Jay means so much to me. I'm not picking. But all jokes aside, don't even include my son. Everybody in my family, and I got a big family. Y'all seen how many people was at my family reunion? Over 600 people. Because sometimes it's been times where I don't feel my best. And if I'm not feeling my best, I will clean. Cleaning helps me. It eases my mind. I love to clean. I don't care if my house is already clean. Give me some spray and let me wipe down the counters or something. It's like I gotta move. That's how I focus. Like if I can't focus when I was studying for my test when I was in school, I gotta clean real quick. Let me just spray some down to get my mind right. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like to clean. I turn on some gospel music, or I call my granddaddy. And I will open up the Bible. Those are the only 4 things that will help me. Those are the things that will help me. But he was just saying, like, you know, he's not gonna tell you nothing that you don't know, and continue to, you know, just let him lead the way. And as you're working at this job, you know what I'm saying, your presence, you know, is going to do something. That's just like at my salon. When people walk in, they always say it feels like something. And I promise you, they say that. They're like, it feels like home, but it's like, it feels like something here. I'm telling y'all, that's the blood of Jesus. I'm so serious. So it's like, I believe it. You know what I'm saying? I believe it. And then I believe it. And I told my baby, I'm like, guess what? Like, you got the job. He's like, I knew it.
Hey,
Hi.
what's up?
What's up? But man, here's something for school tomorrow. We have a crazy hair or a hat.
Okay, we can find some.
Like, so can you like spray my hair? Like a color?
We'll figure out something.
No, you gotta figure it out fast, because everything, you know what I'm saying?
It's happening tomorrow.
Okay, I'll look for some spray paint online.
Okay. Spray paint.
Hmm?
I'm spray paint.
What's up?
You know why? Cause remember that like guy, like your favorite dancer with his friend, and he had red and blue hair? One half and other half.
Guess what?
What?
I said yes.
You get the job.
Huh?
You get the job.
Why that was the first thing you thought of?
Because you had a lot of interviews.
I know, but we ain't talked about this since Friday, like 3 days ago.
Kind of 4.
Kind of 4. Yep, we finna get that money on.
But we finna go get something to drink, so.
Oh, okay. Y'all wanna come? Just see y'all later.
You wanna come with us real fast?
Nah, it's okay.
Please.
So, yeah, like, this is my work jacket. Y'all be cold at work, so I have to get me a little jacket, but that's an update from what happened after my interview, when I called my granddaddy, told him what happened, and told my son. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's kind of how our conversation went. I just wanted to come back to give an update, because I just knew when I talked to my granddaddy, it was just gonna be just, I don't know, I just like hearing my granddaddy voice. I think that's what it is. I like, when I'm telling you, my granddaddy is the love of my life, like the love of my life. Like, that's the love of my life. That's the love of my life. So it was like, I needed to hear his voice. And then I wanted to hear exactly, you know, like what he had to say. And it's like, everything that he had to say, it was like kind of like a confirmation of kind of everything. I know he was gonna give me, like, you know, talk about God in there, and it's like I needed that, you know what I'm saying? I still want to pour into myself. I don't want to be like how I was prior to that Daniel fast. So I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna keep saying Daniel fast. That Daniel fast has definitely, like, I told him, I said, you want to know something? I said, I also did the Daniel fast, and I said my spiritual life has certainly changed. Like, it really has changed, and I want to, you know, keep that up. That's another reason, you know what I'm saying? I want to be used by God. And it's like, I think that this is the best department for me, because it said, I know for a fact I did good on an interview, and it's like, if I didn't get the job, I would take it as, this job is too much for me. I said, I don't know what to expect. I don't know how it is going to be, but I want to be used. I want to be used in this department. I want to be able to pray over every individual that I meet, and then the ones that's just in the actual facility. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just do the broad prayer. I want to pray for these people individually. So yeah, like, I'm excited. I'm very excited. As I said before, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe so you guys can see this ongoing journey for me. I also I just been on my phone again looking up like some more sonography stuff, and I feel like I got my confirmation that that's the route that I'm going to take. I'm not going to do nursing. I'm not going to do nursing, and I feel like God showed me something else that I can do within that. Like I told my mama, I said I want the whole block. You know what I'm saying? Because when I had my salon, I was gonna open up a wig store, like 3 doors down from my salon suite. But I didn't do it because I said I'm gonna just take one of the rooms, because like just taking one of the rooms, you know what I'm saying? Like venture off when you need to venture out. And that was the best move to do. But like I say I'm gonna buy the whole block. I want the whole block. So I want the whole block, because if you know, you know, my vision is very wide, has always been very wide. And I'm not doing anything without the confirmation of God. So I just want to say thank y'all so much for watching my video. I really appreciate it. If y'all can just do one thing and just put something positive in the comments down below. I read every comment. I be responding. But if you can just like just say something, you know what I'm saying? Just say something. And I just want to say, for the ones that is gonna comment, just thank you in advance. Like, just thank you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just thank you. But thank you so much for thank you so much for watching my video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe so you can continue to see the remaining of my journey.